facing the police every single day.
I didn't get the memo on it. No. I thought I would have gotten like a calendar invite or something.
Well, it's every day.
Would you mind just lowering that for me?
No.
Would you mind lowering it for me? I don't want it used as a weapon against me, okay?
I'm not going to use it as a weapon.
Would you please lower it down for me?
You would do well to stay clear of me.
Okay. Gentlemen, we need to talk for a minute, okay? Here's the thing. Yes, you are.
Which crime specifically
Trespassing.
Trespassing.
You have been asked to leave the property, okay? Right now you are trespassing. Perfectly. Awesome. I totally appreciate that.
That this is public property.
Actually, this is private property that you're on right now. It is.
Who owns it?
The Adams County government.
The Adams County government. Oh, I forgot about his name. Didn't he run for president? No, he's not a person. It's the public. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Sir?
No justice, no peace. Fuck the police.
Keep an eye out all the way around, please. You've been asked to leave the property.
Yeah.
You are now committing trespassing, okay? That's all we're asking you to do, is to leave the property.
I need your card.
I will give you my information when we're done.
No, you're okay. Giving it to me now.
No, I will give it to you when we're done.
Before you take any
It's
action.
it's Officer Dickey, right here. Badge number 2905. Okay.
So, Mr. Dickey, why are you removing me from public property? No, it's Mr. Dickey.
I'm removing you from private property because you were asked to leave this property. Yes.
Do you see any posted signs? No, this is a building open to the public.
Did you,
it is
sir?
Open to the public right now.
Consent to this unlawful seizure! No justice! No peace!
Gentlemen,
Fuck!
I need your ID, please, so I can write you a summons.
You will be willing to write me a summons?
Yes.
Outstanding.
I need your ID also, please, sir. Okay, I'm going to place you under arrest then.
You are not placing me under arrest.
Come here.
You have no right to ask for any.
Come here. All right. Taser. Got it. Go. He is under arrest. He's under arrest.
For what?
For trespassing and for disorderly conduct.
On public property, dipshit! What the fuck is wrong with you?
When he's in front of the business, yelling "fuck everybody."
You see this sign? It says "fuck cops." You want to know why? Because cops like you keep fucking.
He refused to give me his ID, which he's required to do.
For what?
So I could issue him a citation for trespassing.
It's not trespassing.
They kicked him out of the property.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Watch, good cop honors oath to Constitution, stops bad cop who's tossing a man for his free speech. When an officer lost it and attempted to taser a man for his freedom of speech, a good cop stepped in and honored his oath to the Constitution. By Matt Agarist, January 3, 2019. Commerce City Co-freedom of speech, in the land of the free, is not guaranteed. Despite the wording of the First Amendment, claiming that Congress shall make no law, abridging the freedom of speech, there are countless laws across the country designed to do exactly that. However, even when there aren't archaic anti-speech laws on the books, police will all too often deprive people of their freedom for practicing their freedom. Because police attack people for their freedom of speech, the taxpayers are often held to the fire to pay for the violation. Such is the case out of Commerce City, in which Joshua Condiati Wade just received $175,000 for holding a sign that said "FK Bad Cops" and getting assaulted for it. In 2016, Condiati Wade and Eric Brandt fashioned signs to express their opinion on police and went to the Adams County Human Services building, a public property. As the two men protested with their signage, someone inside the building became offended and called police. As Condiati Wade's attorney, David Lane, explained to Westword, somebody inside called the Commerce City Police, and these two cops officers, Chris Dickey and Ryan Sedgwick, came up to them and said, "You guys have been asked to leave. You need to pack it up." At first, Brandt chose to assert his right to be on public property, but after some threats by the officers, the two men walked to the sidewalk. It should have been over at this point, but Officer Dickey persisted and then demanded Condiati Wade, who never said anything, show him his ID. When he refused, all hell broke loose. Lane explained that the body cam shows the cop made a move toward Josh and fell. "I guess his shoes were slick, because Josh didn't do anything to him, didn't touch him. But when the cop got up, he was pissed, and he and the other cop started chasing Josh and began to fire tasers at him. One of them hit him in the arm, but that didn't complete the circuit, so he was running around with a taser dart in his arm. It was around this point that something amazing happened, however. Dickey's supervisor, Commander Mark Morgan, came out and put an immediate stop to the rights violations. The dialogue was as follows. Morgan: "Why are you chasing him?" Dickey: "He's under arrest." Morgan: "For what?" Dickey: "For trespassing and disorderly conduct." Morgan: "It's not disorderly conduct." Dickey: "When he's in front of the building yelling, 'Fuck everybody.'" Morgan: "That's not, its public property. Freedom of speech. Relax." Dickey: "He refused to give his ID, which he's required to do." Morgan: "For why?" Dickey: "So I can issue him a citation for trespassing." Morgan: "It's not trespassing. As he's getting put in his place by his supervisor, who appears to respect the Constitution to which he swore an oath." Dickey then turns off his body camera to prevent recording any further. Just like that, the incident was over and no arrests or citations were made. However, the taser dart in Condiati Wade's arm was not coming out, and he had to have it surgically removed at the hospital. This paved the way for the lawsuit, which would end successfully for Condiati Wade in December. According to Lane, Dickey is no longer with the department. "I believe he resigned because he had several complaints about using his taser in the past," Lane said. However, this gypsy cop was quickly picked up by the Elbert County Sheriff's Office, where he's currently employed. Should these gentlemen have been polite to the officers? Of course. However, being an asshole is not illegal, and a person's right to nonviolent speech should never be removed. In the land of the free, a person can be kidnapped and thrown in a cage for arbitrary sounds made with their mouth that cause harm to no one. Aside from this being clearly asinine, it's well established by the Supreme Court to be unconstitutional. In Cohen v. California, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld a citizen's First Amendment right to wear a jacket to court that read "Fuck the draft," the court held. 4. While the particular four-letter word being litigated here is perhaps more distasteful than most others of its genre, it is nevertheless often true that one man's vulgarity is another's lyric. Indeed, we think it is largely because governmental officials cannot make principled distinctions in this area that the Constitution leaves matters of taste and style so largely to the individual. What's more, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled, in City of Houston v. Hill, that police must tolerate even more abusive speech than an average citizen. The court concluded that in the face of verbal challenges to police action, officers and municipalities must respond with restraint, and added that, the First Amendment protects a significant amount of verbal criticism and challenge directed at police officers. Here at the Free Thought Project, we feel there are no such things as bad words, but, rather, certain words some people don't like to hear. The arbitrary nature of government enforcing laws that dictate what vocabulary a person can use is as ridiculous as it is tyrannical. Sadly, it remains a part of society. Telling people what words they can and can't say to protect others is chilling. Freedom of speech does not come with terms and conditions as words alone, lest the obvious yelling fire in a movie theater cannot cause physical harm. Have we learned nothing from history?
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.